Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. That is way too big. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Touchline Facts. First and foremost, I'll put it up there actually. First and foremost, smash that like button, hit that sub button. Let me sort my hat out. Hit that sub button, all that good stuff. Let's try. We're gonna try and get to 2K by the end of next month. So if you could hit that sub button, it would massively be appreciated. All that good stuff. Big up to each and every single one of you. Like button, sub button, all that. Yeah, I need to make that smaller. I've made it smaller. All that good stuff. And today we have got a tactical, first time ever doing this, a tactical view on how Manchester United could and should beat Brighton this week, and how we could hurt the Seagull merchants, the Seagull shaggers, the fish and chip merchants, how we should go there. Well, no, they should come to our ground. They should leave with nothing, with nil point, because they've beaten us for far too long. 3 years in a row. They were sitting there giving it a big un, singing about it's a long way back to London when you're shit last season. So we owe them one. We owe them an absolute laid a smack down on their candy asses. We owe them one. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is an absolute tactical breakdown of how we should and how we can demolish Brighton this Saturday, 5:30 UK kickoff. Big up to each and every single one of you. Let me get to some of these comments. By the way, some people were talking shit about you without mentioning your name for your opinion on Euro. I'm going to guess it's probably a Tottenham fan, Spursy Lurgy. Listen, maybe they need to worry about their own club, do you get what I'm saying? Because Lenny Yoro will retire with more trophies than Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, just like Rio Ferdinand did. Hold that, though. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Anyone, smash that like button up, people. The like goal is 20 likes, if we can get to 20 likes. Do you get what I'm saying? YouTube, of course, I've been doing everyone over these last couple of months, so make sure you're smashing that like button. It massively helps me more than you know. It's free. Why not just hit the like button? All that good stuff. Let's get straight into it. So, starting off with our recent form, we are currently on, I believe, we've got more points in the last 5 games than they have. They've got 7 points. Can I count? No, 8 points. 8 points. They've got 8 points, and we've got 9 points. But we've lost one more game. They've lost one game, drawn 2, won 2. We've won 3, lost 2. We haven't drawn any games. I think the only game we drew this season is Fulham. Yeah, it is literally the only game we drew this season. So recent form, we just edge it. But to be fair, like, we've played Chelsea, Liverpool. We beat Liverpool at Anfield. Do you get what I'm saying? Did you know that, guys? We beat Liverpool at Anfield. A reminder, we beat Liverpool at Anfield. Harry Maguire owns Anfield. Yeah, Harry Maguire beat Liverpool in their own backyard, scoring a last-minute winner. Not last-minute winner, but sounds great, doesn't it? Harry Maguire scored the winner at Anfield. We beat them at Anfield. But anyways, yeah, we beat Liverpool at Anfield. We beat Chelsea. We beat... who's the other team we beat? Sunderland. They beat Newcastle. They drew with Spurs. They beat Chelsea, but obviously Chelsea had 10 men. They beat Chelsea at the Bridge, but February they beat Chelsea. Yeah? Their 2 wins have been Newcastle and Chelsea. Do you get what I'm saying? So 2 decent teams they beat, etc., etc., and all that stuff. So yeah, man. How was your game yesterday? It never happened. They got cancelled because we didn't have enough numbers. There was only 7 people. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, people pulled out last minute. So yeah, it didn't happen. No, it was the Chelsea guy you have on your show. Oh, what? Prime. I don't really care, bruv, to be honest with you, because Lenny Yoro walked into Chelsea's starting 11. But yeah, that's our recent form. Against them, however, as you can see just above me, our recent form is loss, win, loss. We've lost 4 out of the last 5 games we've played Brighton. They've won 3 years on the bounce at Old Trafford. Do you get what I'm saying? They've got a great record at Old Trafford. Yeah, very good record at Old Trafford, to be honest with you. These last couple of years, and they've got a great record against us. I think they've beaten us the last 6 out of 7 times or something along those lines in the league. They've got a really good record against us. As you can see, that they won 1-1, lost 1-1. The only time we won was 2-0 on the last day of the season, when it was De Zerbi's last games. I think they were kind of mentally checked out, etc. We actually played quite decent, to be fair, that day. I remember Dallo scored, and I think Hoyland scored off the bench. We beat them 2-0. But other than that, yeah, we've lost 6 out of the last 7 games. Brighton I wouldn't even say our bogey team. They just slap us a lot of the time we play them. And they've got a very, very, very strong record against Manchester United. And we need to change that. We need to change that record against Brighton. We need to beat them. Let's start off, though. Let's start off with the... Hold on. Let's start off with the starting 11s. Let's go on to it. Starting 11s. Let's start off with the starting 11s. Oh, move that. Let's start off with the starting 11s. Yeah, so obviously this is the starting 11s. Harry Maguire won't start, I don't think, and Agate definitely will not start this weekend. This is on, I think this is the best average score ratings. I could be wrong. This is the best average score ratings that we get, so that's why they pick it. I personally think Brighton's weaknesses are their centre-backs for me. And in fact, their centre-back and their right-back. Their centre-back and their right-back, because they're not slow and they're not physical. So they're not fast and they're not physical. Yeah, and with our front three of the P&P we've got with Sesko, Cunha and Mbuemu, we should be able to hurt them. Amad Diallo running in behind as well. You know, open, so stretching out the back four, you know, holding the width, etc. from the right-hand side. All that stuff. Them type of players. Yeah, I think we should better hurt them with their back four. I don't think their back four, for me, is anything to shout too much about. Lewis Dunk, how that geezer got a gig at England, I'll never know, because he's absolutely shy. He's absolutely average. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a Brighton level centre half if I've ever seen one. Van Heck is a decent techie centre back, but not the best. Not the worst, not the best. Just an average centre back, I guess. Wayfar, I actually don't know too much, but I think they play. Is it Veltman at right back? I think Veltman's the right back they play. Their goalkeeper is quite decent, but yeah, all in all, I think we should be able to hurt their back four. I think their midfield is probably better than ours. It's at least better at keeping the ball than ours. They'll probably have more possession in this game, just the way they're coached and the way their midfield's set up, etc., etc. However, on the counter attack, with the likes of Van Heck, the likes of Lewis Dunk, the likes of the I don't know his name, but I know he's Turkish. He came from Fenerbahce, the left back, and the right back, whoever the right back may be. Man United should get some clear cut chances in this game. Should be able to carve through Brighton, HOVE, ALBION this game, and should really truly get a couple of goals at least. Their strengths are, in my personal opinion, it's not even necessarily one player, although Danny Welbeck loves a goal against Man United. He does love a goal against Man United. That is definitely a strength for them. But their strength for me isn't a singular player. Their strength is the way they play. Yeah, they come to Old Trafford and they don't shy away from the possession. They don't shy away. They don't shit themselves when they see the big crowd. They go to Old Trafford and they play the football they want to play. They go there and they say, we're going to dominate the ball today. We're going to be on the front foot. We're going to be trying to break down Man United. We're going to be dominating the ball. We're going to be passing through them. And that's ultimately what they've done every time they play us at Old Trafford. They keep the ball. They have about 60% of the ball, etc. They have a very, not even just the way they're coached, but they have a very strong midfield. Obviously, we know about Carlos Baleba. He's one of our main midfielder targets that we want to sign in the summer and potentially January. Ayeri's quite techie as well. Rutter's quite techie at a 10. Minter as well is a techie right winger. Not that great in terms of end product, but in terms of keeping the ball, etc. Minter's not bad. You look at him, he looks mad comfortable in possession. Yeah, all in all, like the way they're coached with their midfield, the way they're set up, they will have definitely have more possession than Man United in this game. Definitely for a fact will have more possession than Manchester United in this game, especially with our midfield being Bruno and Casemiro. If our midfield was Mainu, maybe we'd have a bit more Mainu and Casemiro. Because last time we went to the Amex last season, we had Mainu and Casemiro, and we actually played quite well with them in the midfield. Them two actually played quite well that game. But yeah, Mainu, so if it was Bruno and Casemiro, they're definitely going to have more of the ball. We're definitely going to need to set up a bit more defensive approach, bit more of a counter-attacking approach, because Brighton will definitely not control the game, but control the midfield, control the possession, control the possession element of the game, etc. Yeah, so really and truly, I feel like I know I can't move these players around, which is kind of annoying. But where my personal belief is that we hurt them. I don't think we hurt them in the midfield. I don't think Bruno or Casemiro will change much in the midfield. Personally, I can see Baleba and Ayeri having a comfortable day at the office. I see us hurting them from the width areas, from the whoever starts a left wing back and whoever starts a right wing back. Hopefully Amad, yeah, I'm saying, and Mbuemu as well, running inside. Cunha running inside. Sesko as well as the striker. I think with their back line. Do you get what I'm saying? I do think if we get our decision making right, if we get our passing right with our pace and our quality, I think we should be able to hurt them. I think central wise is where we're going to struggle. I think, as I said, spoken about just now, they will dominate the possession in the middle. Do you get what I mean? But them in terms of their centre backs and their full backs, I don't particularly rate. Do you get what I mean? Their target man, Danny Welbeck up top, as we all know, this guy loves a goal against Man United. I think he's scored like 5 or 6 goals against Man United since he left us, or something like that. Something along those lines. He loves a goal at Old Trafford. He loves a goal against Man United. Same with João Pedro when he used to play us for Brighton. They love goals against Man United. So I can't lie. If you are a better man, Danny Welbeck is your guy. If you want to say who's going to score for Brighton against Manchester United, Danny Welbeck will probably score a goal. Him or Rutter, I'm worried about scoring a goal. In my personal opinion, I think one of them will score. One or two of them will score a goal. It depends on how lucky we get. If Lamens can, save. If Delit, if Euro, whoever starts the centre back is on job, etc. But yeah, I am definitely worried about Danny Welbeck. Now, Why are you not paying attention to the chat? Sorry, I will get to the chat. Make sure you're smashing that like button up, people. Make sure you're smashing that like button up, boys and girls. But yeah, listen, man, look. All in all, Brighton are, as we all know what they are. They're a possession-based side. They always have been. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, they don't always have been, but they have been for fucking years. Yeah, would you prefer Cunha and Dorgu or Mount and Dalot on the left-hand side? Bro, that is probably the easiest question I think I've ever been asked. For me, it would have to be Cunha and Dorgu. You saw as soon... Firstly, what does Mount offer you? Mount is a player that he's positioning himself well for when you're playing a counter-attacking football. But he has no quality. He's not creative. He's not good at scoring goals. He's not got any real quality going forward. Do you get what I'm saying? Cunha, you saw the quality he was showing when he went to Anfield and went into the 10 after Mount got subbed off and Sesko came on. And the main thing is as well is I personally want to see Sesko start this game. I do. I want to see Sesko start this game. And I'll tell you why I want to see Sesko start this game. Because I believe Sesko up against Lewis Dunk and their other centre-back, Van Heck, I think Sesko will be an absolute real problem with them. With his athleticism, his acrobaticness, his movement, his technical ability, I think Sesko will be a huge problem and a huge thorn in the Brighton Hove Albion side, I'll be honest. Because Lewis Dunk and Van Heck are not going to be able to body him off the ball, not going to be able to win aerial duels against him, not going to be able to stop him on the floor as well, because let's have it right, Sesko's actually not bad technically. Good, decent touch, good at turning, good at picking out a pass, etc. Sesko's got good attributes. I think Sesko will be a handful for them. And I think Cunha needs to go back into his actual position. And I think we need to stop this Cunha up front gimmick. I think we need to put Cunha as the left 10. Mason Mount doesn't have the quality of Mateus Cunha. I think Dorgu as well for me, because Dorgu's much better on the overlap than Dalot. At least with Dorgu actually uses his left foot. The amount of times I see Dalot and he gets to the left wing back position, and it's a position for him to just cross the ball, just put the ball into a danger area, and he just cuts it back on his right foot, and then the attack's broken down. For me, is frustrating. That's why I personally want Dorgu. Dorgu's movement's better than Dalot. Dorgu's quicker than Dalot. Dalot's obviously more comfortable on the ball. Dalot's better in build up and more comfortable in possession. But I personally would rather Dorgu and Cunha. Do you get what I'm saying? At least, the very least, start Mateus Cunha in that left 10 role, because then we could start Sesko as the striker. And then I think if we start Sesko as the striker, I think Brighton are going to have a whole load of problems with dealing with Cunha and Sesko and Mbeumo front three. Personally, I go into these games. I'll be honest. I go into these games now with a massive vote of confidence when we start Cunha, Sesko, and Mbeumo. I go in with a massive vote of confidence because I know from going from Garnacho and Rashford and Højlund to these three is the biggest upgrade this football club has done in a fucking long time. Yeah, because we go into... And teams, not even just me, teams go into games now going... If we stop Sesko, we've got to stop Cunha as well. We then got to stop him. They've got so much attacking outlet, Man United. They've got so many players that can create and score goals. Bruno and Ahmad as well, just to name a few others. We've got so much attacking outlet. We've got so much input on the pitch that teams are fucking scared of us, man. Teams are scared. Teams will go into games scared of us. They will go into games saying they've got so much individual quality. They've got so much attacking quality. They've got so much goals and assists there that it's like, if we stop this guy, how do we stop this guy as well? But then how do we stop this guy? And how do we stop this guy? And yeah, I think in a counter-attacking game, I think this is going to be a game we hit them on the counter. I do think we're going to hit them on the counter. I think Brighton will for sure have more of the ball. I think they're not going to be able to deal with if we play that front three, I think they'll struggle to deal with us personally. I'm not ignoring you, bro. I'm just listening to me. We can get some good partnerships going now. We need to get Cunha his first GA. Everyone's jumping on it. At the end of the day, yeah, like the guy started 5 league games, and one of them was at Anfield. The other one was Burnley, which he played 20 minutes in. And what was the other one? The other one was Arsenal, and the other one was Fulham. And I think there's one more that I'm missing. There might be one more that I'm missing. I think it was Brentford. Brentford, he was awful in. There's no debate about that. Do you get what I'm saying? We need Cunha for his first GA, 100%. Cunha needs to get his first GA. Cunha needs to deliver now. All that good stuff. But yeah, man, listen. United, really and truly. I don't know what you lot United fans think, but well, you got a Chelsea fan here. Big up Touchline. Big up, bro. I think you will beat Brighton this time, my friend. Keep up with the good work. Big up, bro. Listen, let me know what you lot think in the chat. Do you think Man United will win? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you think Man United will win? I'm caught in two minds right now because I can see us losing this game. I can see us losing this game, but I can also see if we put the right lineup, if we put the lineup I think we're going to put out, or I hope we put out, we have Ahmad at right wing back, hopefully Dorgu on the left, and hopefully a front three of Benjamin Sesko, Cunha, and Brian Mbeumo. I think we should have enough firepower there to hit them on counter-attacks and beat them. If you look at Mateus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo, they got good GA last season when they played Brighton. Yeah, we've got players there that can hurt Brighton. We've got players there that should be able to affect the game and should be able to hit Brighton where it hurts, as I'm saying. So, if you look at that aspect, I personally think we've got enough firepower to win this game, personally. But let me know what you lot think in the chat. Do you think we'll beat Brighton? Big up, Adam, bro. You're good, mate. Big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you're smashing that like button up. Let's get these likes up to 20 likes, man. As I said, YouTube been doing everyone over, man, the algorithm. It's a fucking joke. It's an absolute disgrace, bro. They need to sort their shit out. They need to sort their shit out, in my personal opinion. And they do need to sort their shit out. I'll be honest, they do need to sort their shit out. Because, listen, bro, like, it's a joke, bro. It's a joke. $1 billion business, and the algorithms have been absolutely terrible. But, yeah, man, look. I've just dropped my phone. Let me take it off charge, in fact. Yeah, let me know what you lot think in the chat. What do you think the score will be? Do you think Brighton will win? I mean, they've won 3 years on the bounce at Old Trafford. Let's have a look at SofaScore and what the predictions are. They think 80% of people that have voted out of 24,000. So that is what? 10% is 2.4k. Times that by 8. We're looking at around near enough 20,000 people out of 24,000 have said Manchester United will win this game. 8% draw, 12% Brighton. Damn, sorry. Man United are actually going into the game as high favourites, according to a lot of people. A lot of people think we're going to beat Brighton. Brighton aren't as good as this season as they've been in recent seasons. They don't have enough firepower up top. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, they haven't been that good this season. What's going on? My camera's always fucking bugging out. Do you get what I'm saying? Seven people watching. There will be more people staring at me watching paint dry. Good for you, brother. If you get 7 people watching you staring at paint dry, fair enough, mate. But yeah, listen, lads. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying personally, I'm still stuck between what I think. I think we could win. Part of me thinks we can win 3-0. Part of me thinks we're going to win 3-0. But then part of me thinks we're going to lose 2-1. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, or 2-2, something along those lines. Like, part of me, I'm stuck in 2, 3, 4 minds at the minute, at this moment in time. I can't give a definitive prediction because I don't really know how I think this game will go. I don't really know. Personally, I need to see the lineup. I need to see it on the day. Obviously, we've got 2 days left. The press conference will be tomorrow. Is Mazraoui back, by the way? Was he was on the bench, wasn't he? Yeah, he was on the bench. And Casemiro and Mazraoui are in. The only player that's out of injury is Lissandro Martinez, who will be back soon, I believe. I think he'll be back next month after the international break. I think Lissandro Martinez should be back. So, yeah, man, look. All in all, I'm caught in 2 minds. I don't know what you lot think. I'm caught in 2 minds, man. Caught in 2 minds. Big up to everyone, though. I'll read some of these comments. What's with your making shirtless reels? Just because I want to, mate. I don't know why is the main thing of the reel that you're shirtless? You're just a weird person, aren't you? Like, you're swinging the other way when you do shirtless reels. What the hell? It's not a new cap, by the way. It is not a new cap. I need to get some food anyways, man. Oh, big up to everyone, though. Oh, hope everyone's having a great day. But yeah, man, look. I hope we win. I hope we win. I do hope we win. I do hope we win, man. I do hope we win. Big up to everyone. I hope we win, man. I do hope we win. There is also some transfer news that I could talk about. Because Ben Jacobs does his weekly or whatever it is when he goes onto the United stand. Which I was going to do a stream on, but I'll do a video on it myself. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Yeah, so obviously this is a bit off topic. Well, off the video, should we say. But Ben Jacobs has come out and said on Elliot Anderson to Man United. He's on the radar. I wouldn't say anything is advanced at this point. I'm not expecting a mid-season move because Elliot Anderson was told by Thomas Tuchel, just keep playing for Nottingham Forest regardless of whether they end up pushing for Europe in a relegation scrap, and you stand a really good chance on making the 2026 World Cup. And he also said this, Ben Jacobs also said this, just in, Manchester United are open to adding 2 new midfielders in 2026 and have a 6-man shortlist. Carlos Baleba, Elliot Anderson, Adam Walton, Angelo Stiller, Conor Gallagher, Andre Santos. Now, I don't know about you lot United fans, but personally, I actually do quite like Andre Santos, by the way. Andre Santos plays for Chelsea. I think we all know that. He's actually quite decent. But the 2 midfielders I'd take the most out of them is Baleba and Stiller. Baleba and Walton. Baleba and Walton. Yeah, Baleba and Walton. I go Baleba and Walton. Do you get what I'm saying? One of them. No, both of them. I think they're the 2 that I want at least. As you say, look, Man United are open to adding 2 new midfielders because we already got Kobbie Mainoo. You get what I mean? So, yeah, big up, lads. But let's read some of these comments. We'll chat about the Arsenal, man. I just did a video about Arsenal. Why also missing on the watch-alongs, man? Would be nice to build the community with them. You are too worried about the months with high revenue. I'm not worried about the months with high revenue. I'm not worried about that. I just could be asked to watch long, to be honest. Last night I was supposed to go play football and we didn't. But the thing is, the Champions League watch long. So I always have my dinner at like 7, bruv. So or 7:30 or 8 o'clock. So it's like, do you get what I mean? I'm not really doing build up, but do you get what I mean? I will be doing some watch longs this weekend for the games. I believe there's a 3 p.m. kickoff. There's 2 3 p.m. kickoffs, which are Chelsea, Sunderland, and Newcastle, Fulham. So we're going to go live for an hour and a half before kickoff. So 4 o'clock UK time, we'll be live for the Man United Brighton game. Make sure you lot are there, by the way. Watch long. Be a lit game. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm excited. I love watching my team play. The biggest club in the world. The greatest football team of all time. And yeah, it's going to be a great match, man. Make sure you lot are there. But yeah, man, listen, smash the likes. Yeah, big up, bro. Bro, with the watch-alongs, Champions League watch-alongs is like, my own team doesn't play in the Champions League. Do you get what I'm saying? My own team isn't playing in the Champions League, so, like, why am I gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I know what you're saying, like, I do what you're saying, but me personally, I don't like doing the grifting thing, bruv, of what some people do. They do the whole, like, they talk about leagues that have nothing to do with them, or they talk about clubs that have nothing to do with them, etc., etc. I don't particularly like doing it. Do you get what I'm saying? Or they talk more about other leagues and all that shit, other teams and their own team. Which I'm trying to do some more content of other clubs, but mainly it's hard. I do need to up the work rate. You are right. I do need to up the work rate. I'm starting to do shorts now. That's one thing I'm going to start doing. Shorts are definitely a very good thing. Very good for interaction. Do you get what I'm saying? We know everyone just scrolls through TikTok and all that stuff. Me personally, I'm not using TikTok for the time being. I don't want to use that app. My brain rot and that app don't go well together. But make sure, by the way, lads, you are also subscribing to the second channel. Because it is where it's called Touchline Plus. It's where I'm going to do some IRL content. It's where I'm going to do some maybe gym content, maybe some gaming content as well, all that stuff. Make sure you are subscribing to that channel. Join the memberships as well if you want to. Yeah, get that up. Let's try and get that to up to 100 subs. Let's try and get that to 100 subs ASAP, man. But yeah, man, like YouTube doing me over, bro. I do actually need to do some more FIFA content, man. I do actually need to do some more FIFA content. I can't even lie. That is definitely true. But yeah, man. Listen, big up to everyone. I've got a fucking thing on my thing. But we are gonna wrap up in about 10 minutes because it's only gonna be a short one because I do need to go to the gym and I do need to go and eat some food because I've had literally nothing to eat all day. So yeah, we'll wrap up in about 10 or so minutes so I can go to the gym. Do you know what I mean? The guns don't grow themselves, you know. Do you get what I'm saying? The guns don't grow themselves, you know. Like, literally, I mean, I'm basically Brock Lesnar. But yeah, listen. Let me know what you lot think, man. What do you think the score will be? I'm going. I can't give a definitive prediction at this moment in time. I'll probably give a definitive prediction closer to the time. Personally, I can't give a definitive prediction right now because I don't really know how we're gonna line up. I'll give a prediction on the day when I see the lineup. When I see the lineup is when I'll give my prediction for the game. But I might just stick with us losing because seems like I predicted a loss against Liverpool, predicted a loss against a draw against Sunderland, and I predicted a loss against Chelsea. We won all 3 of those games, so clearly I'm the jinx. If I don't predict a win, we will win. So maybe I should just carry that trend on, or maybe my 4th time it will be unlucky. You never know. All that stuff. Oh, hold on. Who's live? Who's live? Who's live? Who's live? Who's live? Only Urance is live and Northside is live. We'll raid Rants in about 5 minutes. Make sure you lot stay there, people. Make sure you lot stay there, man. But yeah. Oh. Nothing really else to talk about, to be honest with you lads. I can't even lie. I wasn't even going to go live today, to be honest, because, yeah, there's nothing to talk about. We could talk about Shea Lacey, by the way. Man United's very own Phil Foden. I'm going to definitely do a video on that. Man United's very own Phil Foden. He literally is exactly like Phil Foden, like the way he plays through the academy. The only problem is the reason why he hasn't played with Man United yet is because of injuries. When Mbeumo and Ahmad go away for AFCON, he needs to be in the squad. He needs to be playing. Because that guy is a fucking wicked player, honestly. A very good footballer, if you ask me. That is kind of annoying as well, actually. You forgot about that we do have AFCON coming up. When we play Man City, we play Newcastle, we play Leeds. Oh, we got a tricky set of fixtures during the AFCON setup. Yeah, man. That's fucking jokes. That's going on my story, so I've just seen something. Anyways, we're gonna raid Rants and Bants, so make sure you raid it. Make sure you hit him with a touchline raid. Yeah, only a short stream, people. Make sure you raid him with a touchline raid. I'm out, people. Peace.